Hello everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We're here in sunny Costa Rica in May, which is actually my favorite month here in Costa Rica for a couple reasons. One, it's kind of like a fringe season because it used to be the dry season for a while, and then now the rains come in, so everything's like super green. Plants are happy. There's so much new growth,
and there's so much good fruit like that now is ripe and ready to eat.
Exactly. And that's why we're here today. We want to record a little video about the mangoes that are in season right now. We have 3 today with us. We have this one, which is called a Julie mango.
It looks very ugly, actually.
Yeah, it looks super ugly.
Like you're like, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, but don't judge a book by its cover, right? That's what they say. Then this is a Cavallini mango, and this one is a Keitt mango.
Nice.
There are 2 other mangoes that are available right now in Costa Rica that we don't have with us. There's an Irwin mango, and there's also like the regular local one, which is called, here they call it criollo. But these are the most delicious ones right now, especially, well, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But yeah, we're gonna open them up, or I'm gonna start opening them up, and we're gonna try them and tell you what they taste like.
Yeah, you can start that. So you see, this looks not, how do you say, appealing. Yeah. And this looks really red and nice and juicy, and like, look, the color is vibrant and beautiful. Actually, the camera doesn't even do it justice, but it looks really beautiful. And these looks like really bad. It's like the skin even looks like a little bit, I don't know, it has so many like different bruise, like, I don't know, like the shape is not like, I don't know, but this tastes really good. So
this is what it looks like inside. This is
the same.
It's juicy.
This is the same inside and outside.
So you want to give it a taste?
Give it a taste. So
this mango is from
a local farm.
North. Yeah, it's from up north near San Jose, by a guy named Gary Zill.
Yes.
Go for it. And Gary Zill has a nursery in Florida. He has a huge nursery here in Costa Rica, and he has tons of different varieties of fruit trees. And he's known for like keeping tons of different varieties alive and like grafting new ones. And yeah, so this one is from him.
Keep talking, I'm gonna.
So how is it? Tell them what it tastes like.
Okay, so my taste for this is like honey, coconut, oil thing flavor. Very like nurturing and like very like a creamy taste. I really like it. It tastes a little bit nutty. Like, it's just so good. It's so sweet. And it has this like nutty flavor that I sense. I'm very sensitive to flavor, so I can even sometimes feel when there was like a cross pollination thing, if another flower or something. This tastes to me like a lot of like coconut, which is so interesting.
It's a very different taste. For some reason, especially in the beginning, it was like it was looking even worse than this. Like now it looks better than it looked before. But yeah, the taste, like when you bite into it, I don't know, there's just like a taste.
There's some different flavors.
Yeah, that you don't get from other mangoes that I've ever experienced before.
Definitely not. And I have tried several mangoes. I have not tried like the 90 varieties of mangoes that are out there, but I have tried a few.
Okay, so next let's move on to the Cavallimi. So here you can see, like, look, it looks like so amazing from the outside, right? On the inside,
very pretty.
Still solid.
Okay,
not as vibrant. Yeah.
You see the color, right?
Let me cut this one up so we can try it.
Looks very shiny, juicy. Let's see. I love mangoes.
Yeah, luckily here in Costa Rica, we basically have mangoes year round. Kind of when's the low season? Maybe like October, November, which is the 2 months where we get the most amount of rain. That's probably when we have there's still mangoes, but the quality. You want to try some? Yeah, but the quality probably isn't as good.
Try some.
So tell them what you think, and then I'll go next.
It's juicy, but it's not as sweet as the Cavallini.
That's the Cavallini. That's
I know. Sorry, the
Julie.
The Julie. It's not that as sweet as the Julie. The Cavallini is a little bit. I would say like it's juicy because it has a lot of juice, water content.
But it's a bit more fiberish. Definitely more
fiberish, but no, it's also very juicy too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that much flavor, which is like kind of disappointing because you see the color, you say, oh, that mango must be so good. Well, it doesn't have much flavor actually.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
Definitely. I was going to say with the Cavallini, like, it's more like a monotone type of flavor. It's kind of just like one flavor. Whereas like with the Julie mangoes, you're like...
Yeah, you go through different waves of flavors. Like definitely. You're right about that. So...
Keitt time.
Key mango, you know, it always looked like green and like... Actually, the first time that I saw key mango in New York, actually that's where I tried it.
Oh, nice.
On the farmer's market of like Brooklyn or something like that. And then I try it, and I mean I see it from outside, and somebody told me like, oh, you want a few of these? And I said like, I don't think so, they look pretty green to me, I don't think they are ripe. And then after the guy told me like, no, actually that's how they look. And I said like, oh, okay, sorry. And then as soon as he opened it, I was like, what is this? Because I have never tried before. So
I could definitely say, at least by cutting it, like this knife, first of all, it's a nice knife, but it needs to be sharpened. I have it on my list today that I need to sharpen this knife. And even still, like the knife cut through the mango like butter. Like it went through the skin a little bit. So it's just super, super juicy and like no fiber.
This is very juicy. This is definitely one of my favorites. Right, Marco?
To me, this is my favorite by far. Like, these Keitt mangoes are in season from...
They're like
4 months, and they're just...
jelly texture. I don't know. It's... look at this texture. It's like a... I don't know. It's like very jelly. I don't know. It's like so good texture. This is the texture that I like in a fruit. Obviously, you just get these from peaches and mangoes. But this texture specifically, it's very like appealing to me because it's like a jelly texture, but it's like so rich in flavor, and I like that type of textures. And I have just seen in peaches and mangoes, and no other fruit have that kind of a texture actually, so I like this.
To me, I've never had a mango before that like melts in your mouth. I feel like it literally melts in your mouth.
Now
so good.
The mosquitoes are attacking us because the fruit.
They want the fruit too.
Nice. Oh wow, look at how many.
Okay, so who's your favorite?
So okay, the difference between these, this is more acidic.
The Keitt?
Yeah, more citric acidic.
Also, I will say that we have a bunch of these, but they're not super ripe yet. This is the ripest one that I found, so we would actually let this go a little bit more. We'd have it get some dots, but this one was soft, so it's definitely not perfect, but this could go a couple more days and get a lot more sweeter.
Because it's very acidic right now. Not very, but you know, it's not like ultra sweet. For now, until they don't get ripe, my favorite is gonna be this.
The Julie.
The Julie. And the reason is because the flavor is very nutty. And that's something amazing that you just don't get in anything except like butternuts, or not even on the whole nut. You just get that flavor in butternuts. So to me, not butter. So to me, the only like way to get that flavor and then seeing and tasting it in a fruit is like top notch.
Beautiful. I think right now I agree with you. I'll go with the Julies just because these Keitt mangoes aren't ripe. But the ones that we had yesterday that were ripe are like, I live for these mangoes. Like when I discovered, rediscovered these mangoes, I was like, oh my God, like it's just like so amazing. And they're in abundance here and we get to eat them from like May until almost like September.
Yeah, I definitely feel like people who live in here are so blessed, or we are so blessed actually.
We are one of those people.
We are one of those people that are very blessed for the fruit that the mother nature gives to us in this area. It's definitely a blessing from the mother and the father son too. I think that's what all the fruit trees need, like the love from the father son, right, to receive a lot of sun and warm tropical environment, and like of course a really fertile soil, rich soil to grow. So from mother, so that's the main recipe for any like successful fruit trees.
Of course. And of course you have to remember the rain and all the pollinators too. I mean,
yes, the bees do such an amazing job. So we should plant more flowers.
Yeah, of course.
To help the pollinators. Like that's so important. Bees are not the only pollinators, but yes, they are the most important in the pollinator species. So we should plant more flowers. Like guys, if you cannot plant a fruit tree because it takes so much space, plant flowers. Flowers are good. Like flowers they don't take so much space, they don't need too much maintenance, and some of them are like perennial, and you know they will grow next year after the frosting season, and they will help a lot to the pollinators. So I think it's something that everybody can do, like plant flowers.
Absolutely. And they're so beautiful to look at and smell
My
too.
God.
So.
And it brings joy and beauty to the people that seeing them too. So it's not just for you and not just for the planet, it's also for the people to see it around, because when you bring beauty, you bring harmony too. So when people see it, it's like, wow, what beautiful is.
It reminds me of an amazing retreat guest that we had
this
year.
Carol.
Carol, who lives in
Carol,
Chicago.
We love you.
And Carol has this amazing flower landscape outside her house in Oak Park, Chicago, and she's like taking over the whole corner of her block. And she says that all the time people come up to her during the summer, even during the winter, they're like, oh, I can't wait for these flowers, these are my favorite. And they say, oh, I love coming by your place, they're so beautiful. Peonies? Peonies.
Ah, peony. I hear.
And yeah, it just like it brings so much happiness to so many people, like the fact that she plants all these different flowers, and she just like her
and she say that's her like purpose, like she live for that little piece of garden that she have, because she says she's doing that for the community. And that's amazing. That's such a like amazing example of somebody to inspire you to create small changes that have a big impact in other people too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. The one thing I want to say before we go to is, no matter where you are in the world, try and look for and try different varieties of fruit, because a lot of times people will be like, oh, I don't
just bananas.
Like, oh, I love mango. It's like, oh, which mango do you like? Like, we just showed you 3 here that you probably don't get in the States. Maybe Keitt sometimes are in the States.
Yeah,
usually it's like Atalfo or Tommy. So yeah, experiment. Obviously, there's
and
not
they're
very
not from the
bananas.
States. Atalfo is from Mexico.
No, I mean like that they could get in the States.
Yeah.
So yeah, try different varieties of fruit, try different varieties of vegetables. There's so many different varieties of cucumbers, of lettuces, of spinaches, like
so many.
It's endless.
So many. It's crazy that people think they're just like one tomato kind of a species, and then until they see like a whole variety. They're like, what? I have never seen this before.
Yeah. There's so much abundance, and that diversity is so important. It's so important in like
for God,
so many different areas of life, but diversity is always helpful.
Yes.
Financial diversity.
Yes.
Fruit diversity.
Yes.
People diversity, like that's the spice of life, you know.
No, and it give you other type of information too, because if we are always like just with the same thing, we don't receive new information. So meeting new people give you new information, going to new places give you new information, trying new different type of fruit or veggies give you new information. So it's all about like, you know, all this information that it comes into our space, into our field, but we also have to also look for it, right? Yeah, just go more to farmers market. Usually they have like more natural season fruits and different types, and usually like, you know, the natural cycle is like a fruit tree just will give you for a few weeks. It will not produce for so long. So the farmers market, maybe one weekend they will have like one type, and you are not gonna see it again because it just dropped it like one harvest. So that's why it's very important to just talk with your farmers, local farmers.
Absolutely.
No? Yeah. And as always, like, oh, what new you have? Because usually
talk with them.
it's a small harvest always. It's not last that long. We see it in here, and it's actually why you connect so much with nature, because you see the natural cycles. Like we have an avocado that is like dropping, but the harvest just lasted like maybe a month. Yeah. That's it. You don't have more of that for a year, for a year this doesn't fruit much. But that's what I'm saying, like how like we share it with the community, we exchange it for other fruit or other food, and they were like, oh, we want more, and I said like, no, it's gone. Like, you know, the avocado doesn't drop all year long.
Yeah. That's why we're gonna plant more avocado trees.
Yes.
And then they'll have different fruiting seasons here.
And then we can do a video of that. We should do it soon, because this is our last dropping.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have like probably 10 more, and it's gone.
10 or 20
so
more.
we're gonna make a video of that, so you guys see those avocados.
Sounds good. I think that's good enough. If you guys are ever interested in coming on a retreat here, we'll put our website down below, link to our website. And also Maria is a detoxification specialist if you're ever looking to get a consultation with her.
And Marco has his 10 weeks transformational coaching, which is amazing. Marco gives so much, actually. I think he's a really amazing coaching, and it's for everyone. He coach everyone. So yeah, if you are interested, doesn't matter if you're just on the beginning or you don't know where to start.
Absolutely. Thank you. And then if you're interested in more videos, I think we're going to be making more of these, so
you can have suggestions too.
Yeah, please comment, let us know what you thought about the videos, let us know what your favorite mango variety, if you've ever had before, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
And no matter where you are in the world, we hope you're having a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Blessings.
Ciao.